Welcome back everyone. So today we are doing a dresser flip and we're going to be taking this dresser from a normal dresser to a changing station for a baby boy. So whenever I'm looking for a specific piece of furniture, I usually will go to the thrift store multiple times to find something, but it just so happens that I only show you guys the one clip, so it definitely takes me a while to find stuff. I went to the thrift shop and I found this. I was really looking for an antique ornate piece of furniture, and so when I saw this I was like, I don't know if this is really the vibe I'm going for, but what I loved about this is that it was really big and it had tons of drawers, lots of space, and also the drawers opened so seamlessly, and I feel like that is priceless when you're trying to change a baby's diaper, trying to get a change of clothes, and also trying to manage the baby. I don't want to have drawers that are sticking or that just aren't really working great, and obviously you can fix antique drawers, but I just feel like they'd never fix and act as though it's a new drawer, where these ones were just so smooth. So I was like, you know what, it is worth the practicality of this and worth not having a super ornate piece of furniture. So I went with this. It was only $50. It also came with a mirror, which we will not be using. But on Amazon, I found these legs. I needed to raise the piece of furniture up about 4 inches. That way his changing table was at a good height for me, and a good height for Connor. So it came in this little kit. It was actually very affordable and it was super easy to do. However, Connor and I messed up on the first round, so you guys will see. We screwed it in like this, put the hole in it, and then we went to go screw the leg on, and we soon realized that this should have been reversed. I think for some pieces of furniture maybe it couldn't work like this, but obviously you would see that big piece of gold plating. So we took that out, drilled a much bigger hole, and then just flipped the plates and put those inside and screwed it back in, and then screwed the legs in. I really like these legs that I found on Amazon because it came with everything you need. It came with the kit to install them, and then it also came with the little felt circles to put underneath it. That way it doesn't scratch the floor. And like I said, it was a really great price, so I'll definitely link those below for you guys. And the finish of it matched perfectly. Jazz hands, cheer hands. So we just got all of those screwed in. So now it's time to work on the actual drawers. So I started off with a 120 grit and an orbital sander. The drawers had a beautiful finish to them, but some of them were in a little bit of rough shape. So I started sanding over it, and then I soon realized that there was almost a whitewash over all of the drawers. So I ended up putting a higher grit on, probably more like an 80 grit, just to remove everything. And you guys can see the difference from the top where it has that whitewash to the bottom where it's just natural wood. So we just started to sand all of these drawers down and remove all of that finish that was on it. So now came the really sad part. You guys can actually see here the internal struggle I was going through. The top 3 drawers had this beautiful flower design, and if we were having a girl, I would have just left all the drawers as is and just would have dealt with, whatever mess was on it. I adore these flowers, and normally I am not one to take off something like this, but because it's going in our baby boy's nursery and the wallpaper choice that we went with is very soft, we just felt like the flowers on top of it just made it feel like it was just a little bit too delicate, and we wanted it to, obviously feel a little bit more boy-like. I don't want him to look back at his nursery one day and be like, Mom, what did you do? So it's obviously up to personal choice. I know some people, when I say that, get very upset, but you know what? It is whatever you guys want to do. So now we are sanding the top of it. The top was definitely the roughest part of the whole piece of furniture, and it needed to be sanded completely down. So I just went over this again with an 80 grit. It took me about 4 hours in total to sand this piece of furniture. Had I known from the start that that was a whitewash over it, I probably would have just used a a stripper or something, but this worked out fine. It was a beautiful day, even though it was after Christmas. It was like 60 plus degrees out, so it ended up being really nice. So we're going to take a quick break from working on the dresser to talk about today's sponsor, which is Blueland. So here's the kit that I went with. It's the Clean Essentials kit, which comes with a bathroom cleaner, a multi-surface cleaner, a window cleaner, as well as a foaming hand soap. So to do this, it's really fun. You fill the bottle with warm water and then you add in the corresponding tablet, and then you can watch it dissolve. I feel like if you have little kids, they will love to watch this. It was so intriguing to me, and I actually loved watching it all. It felt like a little science experiment. And then once it's all dissolved, you can just add on the lid and it is ready to go. So what I really love about these products is that they are planet friendly because they have no plastic waste and they have recyclable packaging. Their products are free of phosphates, chlorine, bleach, paraben, VOCs, ammonia, and so many more. So this is perfect if you have little kids or little pets. That's always my worry, is just wanting everything to be clean around them. Blueland uses no single-use plastic in any component, and you can buy refill tablets starting at $2.25, which is amazing. Especially with the new year, I love having less, so less is definitely more. So having these 3 cleaning products that I can easily go to and clean the whole house with has been a game changer. So if you're interested in trying Blueland, they gave me a special coupon code just for you guys, which is 15% off. So all you have to do is click the link in the description box down below, and that will just automatically apply the code to your checkout. So if you guys want to try it, definitely check them out. But let's get back to working on the dresser. Connor keeps meowing at Wilbur to confuse him. But anyway, so I'm trying not to show you guys what's over here because this is the accent wall and it looks so beautiful. So I'm gonna save that though for another video. But here is what dresser looks like all sanded. It's been such a struggle for me because I'm kind of like driving myself crazy. I feel like every piece of furniture I buy that is painted, I'm like, this is gonna look beautiful, just natural wood. Or I buy a piece of furniture that's stained really dark, and again, I'm like, I just want the natural wood. I don't want it to be stained or anything like that. And now I have this beautiful, just natural, and of course I'm like, I wanna paint it, or I wanna stain it dark. So Connor is like, you need to just leave it. He really likes how it looks, just nice and natural. I am just gonna leave it. We just had our baby shower and so many people got us stuff that really matches the original kind of theme I was gonna go with, which is like super light and airy. Over the past couple weeks, I've been thinking like maybe making it a little bit darker, maybe a little bit moodier, but after seeing all of the adorable things, I'm like, no, no, no. Let's get back on track with this light and airy nursery. So I think that this being light and airy will look beautiful. I have the Amy Howard at home clear wax. If you guys remember, I tried out the Amy Howard paint over the summer and it was incredible. I was so excited about it. And then I tried this wax and I don't like this wax in particular so much because it does have a very strong smell to it. And a bunch of you guys were telling me some other options that don't have such a strong odor to it. But I have this one. I don't really feel like spending more money on another one, so we're just gonna go with it. Once it's on the piece of furniture, because I did test a drawer, you can't even smell it. It's just kind of like when you're applying it, you can smell it for like a little, but like honestly barely even smell it. It's more just like when you open the container, it has a very strong scent to it. So yeah, let's wax this piece of furniture and then we can put all of the knobs on. This piece of furniture I feel like has really been throwing me off. When I first imagined a piece of furniture in the nursery, I either pictured an ornate, beautiful antique piece, or I pictured something that was probably a little bit more modern, and having it being painted either like a gray, blue, or a cream color. So I've been trying to keep this piece natural because everyone's been telling me not to paint it because they really like the natural wood, but I feel like I just can't see the full vision for it. It's so hard when you have a different vision than everyone else, so I'm really trying to listen to everyone and just go natural. I did try a few different options of like stain. So I did try a poly, which is just a clear coat. I feel like it made it too orange. And then I tried like a pickled kind of oak stain, and again, it just didn't look right. So like I said, for now, obviously we're just gonna do clear. I think once we get all the furniture into the nursery, I'll be able to have a better idea of if I like this piece as is or if I want to add a whitewash to it or do something. But I think my indecisiveness just needs to take a back seat. So we're gonna leave this and see how it looks. So if you guys remember, these are the old knobs that were on this dresser, which are perfectly fine. I did mention, I think a while ago, that I wanted to get little bunny knobs, like wooden bunnies to put on each of these, and then like paint this blue, have wooden bunnies, or you just have the wooden bunnies on here. But the wooden bunnies are like $8 a knob, and it would just be so expensive to do. It would be like almost $100 just for knobs for this one little dresser, and I don't really know that that's worth it. So I found some on Amazon that Connor fell in love with, and I really like them too, but silly me, I thought they were way bigger than what they are. So pretty. I just wish that they were like double the size. They're so small, so I don't know if it looks silly or not. I think it does look a little silly, but we're still gonna put them on, and I'll just sit with it for a little bit. You guys can also give me your opinion on it. I've been trying to find these in a bigger size, and I can't find them any bigger. So I don't know what to do. We'll try it out, see what it looks like, and then I guess I can always decide later on. I've had some time to sit with the dresser knobs, and here is what I've come up with. Connor and I both, like we said, are obsessed with these knobs. They're just way too tiny, and I think that they just look a little silly, especially like when you come back. It doesn't look horrible, but I just think something about it looks a little off. This was on a piece of furniture we had, and we actually really like how this one looks. I tried to find this everywhere online, could not find it, but I found this, which is a pretty similar dupe to it, I feel. Obviously the center is a different color, but we're gonna take care of that. So I think that we do like this knob. Obviously we like this one better, but this is the one we'll have to go with. All right, let's get into these knobs. So I feel like this whole video I've just been struggling, but I took the knob completely apart, and I have some Rub and Buff in the color Antique Bronze. So I'm gonna take a paintbrush and just paint that all over these individual pieces. I decided that it looked a little bit too, I don't know what the color was, but I just felt like it needed something. So I added this rich espresso in just to help to darken it up a little bit. And then I took some of the Rub and Buff and went over the actual knob itself. On the original knob that I had, it had some brown veining in it, so I feel like this kind of helped to just take this dark white away from it. So here is the knob, and here is it after. I really like how it came out. I'm driving myself insane. So we have all the knobs on, and here is what they look like. I just feel like the center is too orangey, and so I really like how this original one had this darker center. So I just took a little bit of black paint and then some of that like shimmery brown paint that I had used, mix it together, and this is what it looks like. And so I feel like that looks a lot closer to this, which I think I like better. So now I'm gonna repaint all of these little flowers. So here's the final reveal of the dresser. I love how it turned out. So now let's make it into a changing station. So I have this basket and also this diaper caddy will be coming in the mail soon. So the two of those will be on top of there together, which looks so beautiful. I'll link some similar ones down below. And I'm going to do another video like with the dresser, probably of all organizational hacks for the nursery and stuff like that. So I'll probably show you guys the full reveal of this dresser then, because I didn't want to completely style it how it's going to be styled, so I just put some tulips there just to make it look a little pretty, but I want to keep all of this kind of like a secret until the actual reveal of his nursery, so I don't give anything away. But I hope that this was helpful to maybe some of you. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend and subscribe. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.